Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Tis I, Mike Martins. Somebody messaged me, emailed me actually from Orléans, France, and they told me that there's something big happening at the Paris airport. And I'm having a tough time finding a good source, and I found this from a couple of hours ago from Zero Hedge, and it's very interesting. I'm going to keep my comments to myself, and I'm going to let you guys comment below on what you guys think is going on here, because this is flaggable material that will get my page flagged 100%. Because hundreds of black vest migrants seize a Paris airport terminal, France, and then states and shouts that France does not belong to the French. That's a very, very, very bold statement to make. I mean, so this is authored by Yesterday, and so I'm not too sure on the source, but I did have some people, once again, tell me, it messaged me from Orléans, and they told me, Mike, there's something happening in France, for real, and it's not the yellow vest thingy. Yesterday, hundreds of undocumented migrants took control of Terminal 2 in the Charles de Gaulle airports in Paris, France. Approximately 500 migrants seized the terminal. This is a protest, I take it. France does not belong to the French. Everyone has a right to be here. One person can be heard yelling into a loudspeaker. The protest was organized by a migrant support group called La Chapelle de Bonte, which said their members called themselves the Black Vests. The group comes from the country's months-long Yellow Vest movement over the tax reforms. French citizens are required to carry yellow vests in their vehicles for emergencies. That's been doing that for almost 2 decades now. A quick-thinking person took a video which has been widely shared across Twitter. So here it is here. So it looks like people are... So a lot of people are shouting and coming into, I guess, protest. And here it is here. There's police guards there. Yeah, so they're... somebody controlling them on the loudspeaker. I think they're speaking French, though. Yeah, it's French. They're talking in French. So, migrants warn it won't stop here. The organized group released its official statement and warned this will not be the last effort such as this. In an official statement, the group asked to meet with the Prime Minister, Eduardo Felipe, over the country's asylum policy and the leaders of Air France. They demanded that the airline stop any financial, material, logistic, or political participation in deportations. Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. Later Saturday, an Air France delegation met with the group. A member, total local newspaper La Parisienne, the Parisien, a migrant took to the part of the protest, warned it would be it wouldn't be the last. Sorry. We have targeted Air France and now other actions follow, he told the paper. What incredibly dangerous precedent. The migrants are reported to have refused to allow passengers to board their planes until their demands were met. They were held back by the riot police, but actually got a meeting with the representative of Air France. What kind of precedent does this set? One tweet even suggests Prime Minister Eduardo Felipe caved into their demands and gave them all permanent legal status, though that hasn't been confirmed. Wow. This means that you can go into a foreign country, make demands, and people will actually listen. People will actually capitulate to your demands in a place where you are by the grace of local government. If there was any doubt that there'd be more of these types of sieges, I think we can lay that to rest right now. We have not seen the end of the black vests. I'm not going against people migrating to other countries. I've done it myself. I've brought my children back to my own country, but there are processes. This is not one of those processes. Currently, report says that the siege has ended. There are no reports of arrests. France does not belong to the French, indeed. So, here's another footage here. Okay, they are speaking French, so it's not like you know, um, I'm not gonna talk too much about this. I'm just kind of talking about what's happening, and this. I just want to know what you guys think. Um, Airport under siege. Is that going too far saying that? How do I say this without ruffling anyone's feathers? You know what I'm saying? My parents were immigrants. We came from Portugal. Um, we've had our downs and ups, living here, and things happened, and with immigration problems with not myself and my family, but a lot of people of the Portuguese communities have been deported back to Portugal. No questions asked. Every culture has some sort of a little ruffle with what's happening with other countries. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think. I did my I tried to live in the States. I applied for citizenship. I got a big company to sponsor me. I was gonna manage 2 major production facilities in South Florida. I did everything by the book. We made sure that I wasn't stealing an American's job. We ran an ad for ads in 7 newspapers for 6 months, and 3 online sources, and nobody applied for the job. And and then from there, I was supposed to get my green card working for this major production facility, and then they just basically I went to the interview, and they said they're not taking my kind anymore. And I spent $5,000 on setting this up, getting a lawyer, getting everything done through the company, and the company bent over backwards for me, and they were really upset when I couldn't be hired. They were really, really upset when I wasn't given a green card. So no criminal background, no police driving me home, no nothing. So I respected that, and when they told me that I couldn't live in America there, and they weren't looking for my kind of people, I said thank you very much, and that's it. There's nothing I could say. I moved on, and I did other things with my life, right? So I did everything by the book, 100%. Filed everything, did everything, step by step. Everything was done to a T. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching.